No, I ain't running. Chat. Oh my God, making my rounds through the internet right now because everyone's calling from my name. Already been to 2 spaces, 2 playback rooms, and I'm here on this channel because I know y'all are calling from my name. Oh! Now this is playoff basketball, for real, for real. The New York Knicks beat the Boston Celtics 91-90, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. Because my God, I don't remember a more embarrassing 2-game loss stretch for the Boston Celtics than these 2 right here. These have been the most brutal losses of all time, the most annoying losses of all time, and there is so much to get into right now. But for those who do not know, again, the score is 91-90. 91-90. In terms of leads, the Boston Celtics led as much as 20 points in the third quarter, like pretty late in the third quarter too. Go into the fourth quarter only up by 12, and the lead just kept going down and down and down and down. And the New York Knicks end up stealing game 2 on the road, coming back from 20 in one half to go up 2-0 going back to New York. Where do I even start? Chat, where do I even start? Where do I even start? I want to start off by apologizing to the New York Knicks. That's where I'm gonna start. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I am a man, and when I am wrong, I am man enough to admit when I am wrong. And I was talking a lot of shit to the New York Knicks and New York Knicks fans going into the series. And, you know, the series isn't over. But my goodness, they have proven me wrong. They are making me look foolish out here. And, they're making me look dumb as hell right now. They're making me look dumb as hell. To be honest with you, the party that's making me look more dumb as hell right now is truly the Celtics. But we'll get into that here in a second. But I'm not gonna lie, I was very excited for this series because just to give y'all the reasoning. Between the Knicks and the Pistons, I had to take that I really wanted to face the Knicks because I thought the Knicks were sweet. That was my exact verbiage. I said the New York Knicks were sweet. I want to face the New York Knicks. And I'm not going to lie, I had this series ending in like 5 games, and I was not surprised if we swept them. That's how bad of a matchup I thought the Celtics were for the Knicks. Why did I think that? One, the New York Knicks performed horribly against top teams in the regular season, right? They did not win a single game against the Celtics, against the Cavs, and against the Thunder. In respect to the Pistons, them going to 6 against the Pistons did not really help that narrative, okay? That's one. That's why I believe that. And then from a matchup perspective, I think the Boston Celtics were theoretically, ideally, and they showed a lot of this in the regular season to prove me right to go into the season, to go into this series excited, to take advantage of a bunch of mismatch problems that they could take advantage of when it came to the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks are a team led by a 6-foot point guard. Karl Anthony Towns is not the greatest defender in the world. And then Mitchell Robinson is a big part of their defense, a slow-footed big. And when you got a lineup out there of all shooters and a bunch of people that can create off the dribble and create advantages, I thought it was going to be a matchup nightmare for the New York Knicks. And to be fair, I think a lot of that is still shown by the fact that in both of these games, the Celtics are up by 20 consistently. So I'm not fully wrong, but the choke jobs are just inexcusable. And this going to sound like bail. This going to sound like an excuse. But I swear, these losses say more about the Celtics than it really does about the Knicks. Because the Celtics look so undisciplined right now. They look so, I don't even know. They look complacent, especially when they're up big leads. They do this thing a lot where when they're up big, They start taking bullshit shots because they think they're up big and they have the right to take these fucking heat checks. So then their execution gets off. The other team starts coming back. And next thing you know, we have just blown a 20-point lead in back-to-back playoff games. Like it is actually bad. How often the Celtics do this. And let's just go ahead and speak on the Celtics here because my goodness. Jaylen Brown, 20.6 rebounds, 8 of 23 shooting, 35% from the field. Al Horford was our starting center, 2 for 11 out there. Yeah, he played like shit. 0 of 5 from 3. I ain't gonna lie. Derek White, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 of 17 shooting, 3 of 11 from 3. My goodness. Drew Holiday actually had a decent game, an expected game for who he was. 10 points, 5 assists. Still had 4 turnovers. But this is about where Drew Holiday should be. And then Peyton Pritchard just came out there and shot fucking threes and made 3 of 9. But even for Peyton Pritchard's standard, he did not play up to par. Kristaps Porzingis only played 14 minutes. He's on minutes restrictions right now because of a respiratory issue that he's having, but he had 8 points and 4 rebounds. I'm not gonna lie, Joe Mazzulla is getting exposed right now for his philosophy. Getting absolutely exposed right now for his philosophy because after the backs of going, let me go ahead and check it out right here. After the backs of going 15 for 60 from the field, they go ahead and follow that performance with a 15. Wrong thing. After going 15 for 60, they followed that up by going 10 for 40. So they shot 20 less threes, but still dog shit efficiency especially for that high of a volume. This is absolutely inexcusable right here. And it's I think we are really taking for granted, or even last year, how much Kristaps Porzingis added a layer of offense that this team just does not have. Especially now that he's not healthy. But I'm not even gonna go there because that kind of sounds like weak sauce. And in the playoffs, they didn't have Kristaps Porzingis. I'm not even gonna pull that. Yeah, Joe Mazzulla is sticking to his philosophy that threes wins championships. He is not veering off of that. He veered off of it a little bit, but yeah, going 10 of 40. We gotta make some sort of adjustment here. I don't know. Like, this is a team that definitely lives by the 3 and is gonna die by the 3 by the looks of it. That is where this is heading in. And I'm gonna be mad. When it happens. But yeah, it looks like they're just gonna die by the 3. That's what it is. Joe Mazzulla is so stuck to his analytical philosophy. And he's probably gonna go on a post-game interview right now and not really hold himself accountable or anything like that. He's just gonna stick to his guns, say some snarky ass comment, feed into the he's crazy type of narrative. When in actuality, there is something wrong with his philosophy right now, and he has to fucking fix it. And I really hope he does. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm beating around the bush right now. I'll just get into it. These first 2 losses are primarily on Jayson Tatum. They just are. As a top 5 player in the league, supposedly, as a top 10 player in the league, supposedly, as the best player of this team, as our Supermax franchise cornerstone, I am going to hold you to those extremely high standards that I personally feel like you deserve. Best in the world is where people lose me. Jokic, Giannis, Shea, that's where you lose me. But regardless, I still think Jayson Tatum is one of the 10 best players in the world, so I'm going to hold you to those standards. And I understand he's not the only one playing like shit, but I'm going to hold Jayson Tatum to those standards. If our best player just played average, if he just played average to what we're used to from him, matter of fact, even slightly below average, we would have won these 2 games. we would have won these 2 games. If Jayson Tatum in these 2 games had 22 points, 24 points on just good efficiency, we would have won these games. We would have won these games. If Jayson Tatum just played I'm not even asking, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not even asking for average right now. I'm asking for slightly below average, and we would have still won these games. But what I'm getting from him is 7 of 23, 4 of 15 shooting. That's what I'm getting from him right now with 5 turnovers. That's what I'm getting. And then to follow that up, with a 13-point per... So you're not even hitting the 23 anymore. 13-point performance with 14 rebounds, 5 of 19 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3. This is inexcusable. This is absolutely inexcusable from our best player. This is shitty. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. There is no excuse for how he's been playing. This is the favorable matchup. This is the series Tatum is supposed to average 35. I ain't gonna lie. It logically makes sense for this series to be the series he does that, especially coming off the backs of a series where he averaged 33. And I don't want to hear that wrist bullshit either. I just don't want to hear that wrist bullshit either, because he had that injury in the series against Orlando. He came back, and ever since he got his wrist injured, dropped 36, 37, and 35. So I'm not trying to hear that wrist injury. Reggie Miller was trying to pull it off during the broadcast. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. Jayson Tatum is just fine, and at least fine enough to be playing better than what he's playing. Motherfucker can't take advantage of 6-foot Jalen Brunson. Can't hit layups. Like, what are we doing? I understand he provides value outside of scoring. I understand that. I think that's one of the things that makes Jayson Tatum a great player, is how he affects the game outside of scoring. But when push comes to shove, Jayson Tatum is a volume scorer. He is our number 1 scoring option. He is our closer. He is our offensive engine. And we still need him to score at an efficient rate. This is what I hate about the Jayson Tatum convos, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to get sick of it, especially right now. Y'all Jayson Tatum fans, and I do it sometimes too. Y'all Jayson Tatum fans throw the scoring stuff aside way too much to the side just because of what he does everything else. Just because of everything else that he does. And I'm not gonna lie, I get why other fans are pissed at y'all for doing that. Because, again, we are not asking the world from Jayson Tatum at this point. We're asking for just better than 6 of 23 from the field. Can we at least get a 8 for 19 game? Can we at least get a 9 for 17? Like, we're not asking for the world. We're not looking for Jokic SGA efficiency. We're just looking for, I ain't gonna lie, we're just looking for average efficiency at this point. And we can't even get that. We can't even get that. And Jayson Tatum, at his mature age, after all the things that he's gone through in his career, through all of the times he's been in the playoffs, he should be playing better than this in year fucking 10. Or however long he's been in the league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In year 9. This is ass. This is ass. Jayson Tatum, you need to play better. Jaylen Brown, you need to play better. And I'm not going to lie, again, a lot of the focus for me right now is on Jayson Tatum. But my goodness, Jaylen Brown, you have the best job in the world. Whenever you play well, you get all the credit. But when you play like shit, even these last 2 games, all the attention is still on Jayson Tatum because he's the best player. when you're getting paid at about the same pay grade, but you're playing like shit too. My goodness. Porzingis, we went through the whole playoffs last year without you, and it looks like we're about to go through these playoffs barely with you again. What the fuck? Like, what was the reason? Drew Holiday, I don't really got much for Drew. He was playing like, he definitely regressed in the regular season, so I'm going to hold him to what his standards are supposed to be. Peyton Pritchard, you won 6th Man of the Year and didn't do shit since you won 6th Man of the Year. My goodness. Peyton Pritchard. What are these performances? What are these performances? This is insane. You was averaging 14, 15 a game, shooting 8 threes on 41% in the regular season. You can't even get off the volume. You're having games with 0 points. Having games with 3 points. Barely making an impact out there. Very disappointed in this team. They deserve all the smoke they're getting right now. And that's all it is. I ain't gonna lie, I am at a point in the series where I have the New York Knicks winning now until the Celtics prove me otherwise. I got no reason to believe that the Celtics will turn it around. If they do, I will cheer for them. Absolutely. I will be happy for them. But as of right now, I have no reason to cheer for this team because they are playing like dog shit. They are playing like dog shit. From the staff to the players, they're playing like dog shit. But with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all probably did. And I'm out of here. Peace.